my money. Man, look, dog. Hey, man, listen. Come on in, dog. Let me holler let me let me holler at the ones who don't mind listening. Hey, get in the zone, nigga. Man, listen, dog. Listen, man. You got some shit, man. That boy Daniel Barry say he the first one here. What up, man? Uh, he he gonna be the first one out, like the first one in the classroom, nigga. First one on the field, the last one off the field. Hey, but look, man, let me say this though, right? So, people go through this kind of shit, man, as what we see that's taking place, right? People go through this kind of shit. It's very much normal. It's not abnormal. But my thing is, I think when it comes to women, it's like they lie to themselves so goddamn much to where they lie about these type of situations they get themselves involved in. I don't think they want to be truthful about what attracts them, right? What they gravitate to. I don't think women actually want the world to see who they actually just really want to be with, man. And it goes back to when they was young, dog. What up, Shoot the Kid? What up? If black women, right, this is the black woman's curse right here. In the world we live in now, man, black women can do whatever the fuck they want to do. They can be wherever the hell they want to be, man. It's evident. You see the shit, right? The curse is who they want to love. It's like the certain type of guy, the black guy, certain black men, right, that they just cannot help but to love. They know what gets them flowing. They know exactly where they want to go to. No one have to make them be with whoever the fuck they choose to be with, man. The problem is the shit all ends the same goddamn way. And I think just every black woman just want to get their chance to get fucked over by a nigga. To be a nigga victim. I told y'all this shit just yesterday, bro. Women, especially black women, they not gonna get with you, bro, if they can't be your victim. They not gonna want to fuck with you if you as a man trying to be the victim. I can promise you that shit, nigga. I know for a fact. That's why the guys who victimize women always win. That's why the wrong type of nigga can get the best woman or the baddest woman, whoever the fuck it is, right? The wrong type of guy can get that type of chick because he have signed up to victimize this goddamn bitch, man. The black woman's curse is the bandit type of nigga, the hood nigga, the street nigga, the down and out nigga, the guy who ain't got shit, the bomb, the crime, all that, right? He have played on her heartstrings, on the black woman's heartstrings for so long, from when they was little girls, and now they grown ass women, and nothing has changed, and it's not gonna ever change for what they like. It's like this, right? It's like this. We can say this shit is grooming. We can say that this shit go back to when they were young and they was groomed to love a certain type of guy because who was they raised up around? The average black woman you meet can tell you about the men in their life, the men in their family, who they grew up to love, nigga. And they cannot get that shit out their system no matter how much they learn from gurus and people who are speaking nothing but logic and all that. They can't get the fact that they learned, they grew up. We're talking about the fabric of their being is loving this particular type of guy. And when it comes to black women, who are they raised around? The bandit. They were raised around the ain't shit nigga. From their daddy to their brother, their uncle, the men, they homeboys in the hood, bro. These niggas ain't shit. They ain't trying to be shit. They bad than a motherfucker, right? The worst type of guy for a woman to be with, but those women learn to love them type of guys. It's no different. Just getting back to grooming, right? Because we say grooming is only negative when it comes to sexual shit, right? So people don't look at grooming as negative when they, let's say, showing you shit from when you was a little kid and you end up liking some shit from when you was a little kid and now you grown and you still like the same shit. So let's equate this shit to this, right? Black people and what we choose to eat. When we started eating table food at 1 year old, right? Hell, 9 months, nigga, but really 1 year old for sure. Whatever our mother put in our mouth, we didn't know what the fuck it was at 1 year old. And if it tastes good, man, guess what? You grew to like that shit because it was good. It actually was good. But was it good for you? That's the question. No, it wasn't. It was never good for you. But did it taste good? Of course it did. The black cuisine, and I'm equating this to what people like from when they was little. Just follow me on this one. The black cuisine is something that our mama, grandmama, daddy, whoever was over us, right? They put this on our plate and we end up picking it up and putting it in our mouth and we eating the shit and we like the way it tastes, whatever the fuck it was, right? This is the reason why black people can all identify with the same type of dishes, right? This is the reason why even at our big age, if we see some shit that we was introduced to when we was little kids and shit, we would get excited by wanting to get some. Like if you riding around and you smell fried chicken, you smell gumbo, you see oxtails, you see beans and rice, you see macaroni and cheese, it don't matter where the fuck you at. If you see this shit, let alone you smell it, you know exactly what it does to you, dog. You know it's not good for you, but your ass is gonna stop and get you a $10, $15 plate, a $20 plate. That goes back to when you was little. So when you get older, right, you still eating the same shit. Can somebody tell you the shit you like to eat, nigga, is wrong for you? Yeah, they can tell you, but are you gonna really take heed of that shit? Hell the fuck no. So equate that to the goddamn black woman when she was a little girl and who she was taught and who she learned to love, right? The type of bandit ass, no good ass fucking nigga that she saw coming up when she was a little girl. And she started loving that nigga. Because she loved her daddy and her brother, man. And her granddaddy and her uncle and everybody, her cousin and her homeboy. She loved these niggas, man, when she was a little girl. You can't tell her shit about these type of niggas. She want to give herself to these guys. She want to offer her help to these guys, right? She'll make all the excuses in the world for these type of guys. Now it's because she's 20 and 30 and 40 years old, you think she's supposed to like do better because she's older? Like as if she don't still have that weakness for a certain type of guy because she's 35 and up. So you disrespecting how she was raised, right? That's what you're saying? You disrespecting what she was reared to be. Because you saying, all right, in the case of MJ saying she's 40 years old, right? And shout out to MJ, man, right? MJ saying she's 40 years old. So you saying that MJ at 40 years old is supposed to know better because she's 40? What up, Mr. Savo? What up, Mel? How you doing, Melanated Vessel? How you doing, sweetheart? Don't want to talk about this, right? In a way it should be talked about, the indoctrination of the mind. That's what it is, though, Melanated Vessel. You think Melanated Vessel because you in your 40s, MJ in her 40s. We talking about people, I'm damn near 40. You thinking we supposed to go against what the hell we was taught when we was little from the people who we trust and love the most? Because now you're going to have to question the men and women who raised you, who introduced you to this type of stuff, right? And ask them, why in the fuck you put me on this type of shit if you know it wasn't good for me? And that's only if they still alive, though, right? What if they all dead? So now you fucking lost? So just because you a grown-ass woman, your attraction for this so-called bandit nigga that you was raised to love is gonna go out the window because you know this gonna come with a whole bunch of heartbreak and heartache and all that kind of shit. Nigga, are you kidding me? It's what the fuck you are. It's what we are. The same way how no one can tell you to not like whatever food you've been loving since you was a goddamn little girl or a little boy. No one can tell you to not like who the fuck you like when you older, man. You can learn to love something different and like something different, right? Yeah, you got, in the case with me, right? I've learned to like Indian food, nigga, within the last couple of months. So it's the places I go through when I'm driving these trucks, right? And I go to these different areas and stuff. I got these spots already down pat that allow me to park my truck in the parking lot. Every one of them don't have enough room for me to be parking. I can't park on a busy street like that. So you got some in Dayton, Ohio. It's a place on I-70 in between Indianapolis and going towards Dayton, right? It's an Indian spot at a truck stop. Damn good food on exit 123, as a matter of fact. You got a place out there in I did in Texarkana. Before I get to Texarkana, it's a truck stop. They got some good Indian food. So what I'm saying, I'm learning to like Indian food now. Nigga, I ain't never had Indian food prior to 2024. But I can't go without eating the motherfucker now. So yeah, you learn to like certain things and other things when you get older. But we talking about all your fucking years, nigga, of you doing what the hell you doing. You think you supposed to learn like to like other shit when you not really exposed to it? In the case of black women, how many so-called Carlton Banks, Uncle Phil's, Braxton P. Harden Briggs, how many of these wealthy, we talking about these guys who are not thugs and gangsters and street niggas and hood niggas, bro. How many black women have access to them type of guys, right? We talking about the majority of black women. Can black women as a whole go around like college educated type of men who have nothing to do with the streets or the hood? They ain't got nothing to do with robbing and killing and goddamn jacking and selling dope and none of that shit. Niggas who ain't never been through the struggle. Can black women honestly say that they can pick from a group of black men who never been through the goddamn struggle, who don't look like the goddamn struggle? We can blame black men for this shit, right? For the choices that black women make. Why black men don't want to take accountability for that kind of shit? I can say for all of black women's lives, bro, they've been around niggas who is unproductive. Niggas who they had to feel sorry for. Niggas who they had to play mommy to even when they was little. If you ask the average black woman, she done played mommy to a baby before she was ready to be a goddamn mother. The majority of black women can tell you that they raised some of their siblings, or they raised maybe a baby they had when they was young, or they raised little cousins. They done raised and babysit a lot of people and shit, right? They done played mommy to niggas who need their ass. And the hood nigga, the niggas like a Daryl Long is no different. These guys who don't want to do shit but want to lean on women. They remind these women of sons or little boys. It's kind of hard to tell a black woman to let that little boy go even though he's 35 years old. Because something in her is gravitating to this nigga. He have mastered the art of just being the ain't shit nigga that he is, that can pull on damn near the majority of black women heartstrings when it comes to needing her to be there with him, needing some shit from her, never offering a goddamn thing to her, but can need a goddamn thing from her. And she's always there to give, always there to give. You can fucking rob a goddamn black woman, nigga, of her gifts. You can rob the majority of black women of their essence, and they gonna give it up to your ass. That's the cold part about it. That's the curse I'm telling you guys about. That's the motherfucking curse, nigga. The curse of the black woman is she gonna open herself wide open to people who need her to get robbed, to get raped of her essence, nigga, and she can't do shit about it. She believes this is her life purpose, dog. You cannot crack the head of fucking MJ, no matter what you want to say about MJ and all these women, nigga, about how they should have some sense, who they followed when they came on this home, right? Who they looked at, and they got all the teaching and the learning and the understanding from women who done been through the worst shit, right? Older women their age and shit. It still don't matter when it applies to them when they are in this situation, dog. It's kind of like what them old football coaches tell you, right, about a certain team and how you can study for this team all month. But when you got to play this team, it don't matter how you prepared yourself for this goddamn team. This team gonna beat your ass, man. Alabama gonna beat your motherfucking ass, nigga. The New England Patriots gonna whoop your ass, dog. The Lakers gonna whoop your ass, nigga. You can prepare how you gonna stop Shaq all day. You know good and well you was not gonna stop Shaq in the paint, bro. You not gonna stop Kobe Bryant, nigga. You not gonna stop Michael Jordan. You know this shit. And that's what you want to think that you gonna, and I'm not saying you can't ever have a good game against these people, right? In the case of sports. No one's saying, because these teams lose too. But there's always a team who's just as prepared to whoop ass also. That's why they got these rivalries and shit, the showdown. Yeah, you have an Alabama, but then you get a Georgia, right, who can beat Alabama. A Clemson who can beat Alabama, right? It's going to be some teams who's away who got to face each other eventually. But we talking about the majority of motherfuckers not going to be able to fuck with Alabama, nigga. We've seen that shit within the last 15 years. I'm giving an example to show you that no matter how you study for this shit, when you play against this individual, and if you're not prepared, your ass gonna get ran over. And just because a lot of women get on YouTube and they hear these women like Cynthia G, Tanya TKO, Divested Zealot, fucking who, Chrissy, Chrislyn Karazin, Paris Malone, just because you listen to what these women are saying, that's not you planning the game, bro. You just listen to some shit. You got to actually go through the trial and error to go through the shit. See, in the case of MJ it can go through the trial and error even at 40 to learn how to get numb to certain things. And now she can play a little different when she did, like, meet the next guy. She might know what not to allow herself to do. Even if she want to do it so bad, she'll know by going through the shit she going through with Daryl, broke ass, bum ass. Yo. She'll know better for the next time. Now, do she care to actually become this type of person to say, you know what, I ain't letting no nigga ever get past me like that again, fuck that? Or is she still willing to goddamn get ran over? When I say curse, nigga, I'm talking about your weakness, dog. Some shit you can't resist. If you like a certain type of guy because you think he's attractive, you think he's sexy, no matter if this type of guy fucked you over years ago, you gonna still look at this guy, the new guy. It's a new guy. You give him the benefit of the doubt that he's not your ex. But he look at everything like that motherfucker, right? He turn you on just the same way as your ex, and you know that could be a little trouble for you to be this turned on by this nigga. All right, Dan, so you kind of know what you're getting yourself into, but do you give a fuck? That's the question. Do you give a fuck, melanated vessel? Talk about how and why I ain't even going. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, at the point, I've never seen a black man who didn't have a stab wound, right, on him somewhere. That's what I'm saying, though. So you around it. Acquired taste, so you around it. I'm proud of black woman, right? The toxic shit. See, what you saying, melanated vessel, is that you don't want to go through the motion, the drag, the drama that everybody go through, because this shit is boring. It's tiring, bro. It's like, okay, you done been there already. So like, I'm kind of like done with that part of my life. It's like, all right. Like in the case with MJ going through, people gonna say, MJ, your ass too old to be going through that shit. But if MJ's saying that she's been celibate for 3 goddamn years and she only been with 11 niggas and all that, I mean, she might not be old enough. I think being old to something, you have to kind of go through enough. And in the case of women who are promiscuous, right, they gotta go through many men to kind of get this understanding that a lot of these niggas ain't really hitting no shit. And I don't think 11 at 40 would be enough to learn your lesson. If MJ said she done been with like 40 guys, man, sexually, then she would never got with no Daryl in the first place. So it proves to me that she haven't been through enough men to know all the type of different men, even though she have the understanding. But the trial and error, she haven't been through all the trial and error to know to avoid this shit. It's still a curiosity thing with people like MJ and a lot of these women on YouTube to just want to see. I just want to see, dog, is this nigga different? Could he be different? Or is he just the same? I don't want to just judge you like that. I don't want to give that to you. I don't want to just say you like everybody else I done came across, because you would probably miss out. And a lot of women that FOMO, fear of missing out type shit, that's what you can play on a lot of black women too, is that they fear missing out on some shit. Instead of saying fuck it. Like they don't want to miss out on like their beauty years. And we see the beauty years go now to the 40s, nigga. So like it ain't just 20-year women who just love, you know, being in, you know, dressing nice and looking cute and looking sexy and all that, right? The older women, 30 and 40 and 50 year olds, they looking just as good, right? So they not gonna miss out on a chance of being seen on Instagram, on Facebook, right? When they looking good, nigga, they want everybody to videotape their ass and record them while they in the club too, or while they out on the trip. They don't wanna miss out on the opportunity of looking good, let alone people seeing them looking good. So you equate that also to meeting certain people too in life, man. This is the reason why so many black women get fucked over by even friends. This is the reason why you got the Real Housewives of Atlanta and shit, and a Potomac and Love and Hip Hop. These older women still getting played with by other women when, you know, your best friend was somebody you met when you was really a little girl and shit. So you act like you got a new best friend when you 40. It's like, you know, that shit look ass backwards, but then again, you still giving people chances. You don't want to miss out on being around a good person. See, in the case of my mother, right? My mother be 75 years old. You feel me? And all her friends, dog, it's about, let's see, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's say she don't got the kind of friends that, you know, they got to always hang out every goddamn weekend and shit, right? No. They've been cool for 50 years. So she met these women when she was going to college and shit in the 70s, right? Late 60s, early 70s, as a matter of fact. And these women been around way before I was born, let alone when I was born. And I've known these women all my life. So it's about 4 of them that is always with my mother and can always come through for my mother no matter what. But yet they don't talk all the time, right? They don't hang out all the time. But they are so solid to where they can actually go years without fucking around and know when some shit pop off, nigga, they gonna come through, nigga. That's how I kind of move with a lot of my people too. I kind of get that from her. So she normally do her little thing by herself, but these little 4 women that I've been known since I was a little boy, if my mama called nigga for whatever's going on, they gonna come through. So what I'm saying, you meet your so-called friends in your younger years. When you 40, you giving, let's say in the case for the people who fear of missing out, you giving women you meet in your 40s a chance to be your best friend. Nigga, you don't need no best friend in your 40s, right? And the same rules can apply even when it comes to you having a goddamn man. Hey, if you 40-something years old, you already got children, you got grandchildren, you done been there with these niggas, right? You can actually be another hot girl when you 40. You ain't got to fuck around and try to get tied down. You ain't got to give shit to a nigga. You ain't got to be loyal and faithful and all that old goof ass shit. You done that shit already. You could be a hot girl now. Melanated Vessel, you could be a hot girl right now if you want to. MJ can be a hot girl, man. What's going on? Exactly. Your mama in her 60s got the same friends from grade school. Ain't no new best friends. So you ain't got to open yourself up to possibly having somebody you meet now while you 60 and you 50 and 60 years old, and these people don't know you. You don't know shit about these folks, man. It's like, nigga, ain't no best friend. You might have an exceptional friend somewhere, but nigga, we ain't for play. So the same rules for that, the same rules apply to the guys you meet. You do not have to act like you finna get married to this nigga because you met him at a bar. You met him when you was at the grocery store. You met him, you know, wherever, at church. You ain't gotta act like you finna marry this nigga for what? You 50. You did it already. Listen, man, about this, getting to this bandit love, man. I'm not a woman, but I do have a little nurturing spirit in me, man. You know, I be feeling some type of way. I be, you know, letting people fuck with my emotions and shit. I fuck around and be feeling sorry for people every now and then. But nigga, they ain't like a woman though, nigga. So look, what I'm saying is this, right? People, I know women got it bad, dog. The weight of the world, nigga, be on a woman. And the fact that they have to be there, nigga. And men, we can up and leave and go. Like right now, I'm not in Houston. Huh? I'm from Houston, right? I'm out here in motherfucking Minnesota. I'm not in Houston right now. My baby mama can't be in Minnesota right now, nigga. My mama can't be in Minnesota. They could if they want. They can't. They can't. Nah, they can't. Melanated Vessel got to sit her ass down where the fuck she's at because she's needed. A nigga can up and just go. The women on YouTube, all y'all gotta sit y'all ass down where y'all at. Y'all can't up and just go nowhere. So I'm in mental motherfucking soda, man. I can just say, you know what, man, fuck going back to Houston. Because I can say I'm needed, but I can be from a distance. I ain't got to be there. That's different, right? I'm needed respectfully. I don't got to be all in y'all face in Houston, though, man. I can send money and get y'all ass home by y'all way. If it's $1,000, man, I send 1,000. Here you go. Get me back in, man. I'm back in. All right, I'm back in. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. If y'all can't, what I'm saying, nigga, I'm out here in Minnesota. I'm not a woman. I ain't got to be all around my family like that, nigga. I can do from afar, right? But the women have to be there. What up, Tampa Supreme? How you doing? The women got to be there. You understand, V? Men and women different beings, right? These men don't see black women as human beings. I agree with you on that one. If y'all hear me there, y'all let me know. Hold on, let me make sure we good. We good to go, huh? My opinion on Julio fucking Fulio, man. I mean, I ain't got no opinion for the nigga. I don't feel no way. That nigga, he caused that shit. He a dumbass. You know, I'm not gonna put it on him like, you know, I ain't gonna speak on the dead like that, but that nigga ass, he got what he deserved, man. When you get to the point where you start dissing the dead, doing videos at graveyards and all that kind of shit, when you plan like that, I mean, you gotta really stand on that big boy talk. You feel me? You gotta stand on that shit. If I start talking like that, whatever happened to me, man, no one should feel sorry. If I'm peeing on people's graves, going to my ops' graves and shit like that, if I'm just disrespecting not just that nigga, but I'm talking about like the people in his family, the old people, like the women, the men and the women, the folks who ain't got shit to do with that street shit, but could be really grieving about losing a child, and you disrespecting that shit. And then you know when it's your time, it's just a cycle. It's your time. Hey, man, you just gotta go. I don't think he fucked up by dying. You know what I mean? I don't feel these niggas be who really be talking that, you know, at gunplay shit, that fuck my dead homie, fuck your dead homie, fuck my dead op. These LBG duck ass niggas, but I don't think these niggas these niggas are not fucked up when they die. That's more like a graduation to them niggas, bro. It's like that's a hood street nigga graduation. All the love that niggas get at their funeral, these hood niggas get their funeral, is the same as people when they graduate college and high school and college, bro. The same love that you get in the cheering, that everybody's showing up for this shit, everybody dressed up nice. All right, it's got niggas going to street way, the penitentiary. It's a school for niggas in the streets, prison. It's a school, it's school. Street nigga school. Right? Niggas ain't fucked up by going to prison, man. They get the street cred by going to prison. They get their education by getting their bullshit degree or whatever the fuck it may be. Get a little knowledge, reading some books or whatnot, and they come on out a new man, or they gonna either involve themselves back in the street shit, or they gonna reform themselves, but yet they can say, you know what, I've been in prison for 10 years, nigga, so yeah, nigga, you can't say shit to me. So like you become like a made man getting out of prison for a street nigga. You a made man now, nigga. If you do 5 years or up, you a made man. And they go by levels, right? So if 10 years, you might be on some bronze, 25 years, you silver, 30, 40, 50 years, you know what I mean? You gold and all that kind of shit. So these niggas that get out of prison, they good on the street. They got their street cred intact. And if they get their ass killed by doing street activities, that's their graduation. So if you got a nigga like a Julio Fulio inviting niggas the way he's at, knowing that he's still in Florida, you not in Texas, nigga. They already tried to shoot at your ass when you was in Houston. And they got your ass in Houston, nigga. So you talking about Tampa, which I done been from Jacksonville to Tampa, nigga. You go down I-95 and you hit, nigga, Interstate 4 from Daytona Beach on to Orlando through Lakeland. And now you get in Tampa, nigga. That's about, let's see, let's say about 100 and some miles from Jacksonville to Orlando. About 190, about 200 miles, if anything. And another 80 miles from, that's about 280 miles, nigga. So you less than 300 miles, nigga. Nigga get to you, and the way we be driving these trucks, nigga, 300 miles ain't shit. That's like a 5-hour trip. So nigga get to your ass, nigga. Like, why niggas, let's say, for instance, right, if we was playing street games with this truck shit, right, and you got niggas acting like they on some op ass shit at these truck stops, nigga, you can't say you 300 miles away from a truck driver and you think you're gonna be able to sleep safe in a goddamn truck when a nigga know where you at? A dude to come from Minnesota on your ass and be all in Ohio on your motherfucking ass, nigga. And that's over 300 miles. Nigga go from Minnesota to fucking Iowa, nigga. That's 300 miles, nigga. And catch you in a truck stop. So if a trucker could do that, I know a nigga who really, we talking about a truck who's governed. We govern at 70 miles per hour, 65 miles per hour, shit like that. So I know a motherfucker who can go 80, 90 on the road, nigga, would get to your ass in 3 hours, nigga. All while you partying, they'll be on their way from Jacksonville to come get your ass, nigga, in 3.5 hours as a 300-mile goddamn trip. Them niggas went 100 miles per hour, bro. Four legs right now, man. I'm in Minnesota right now, man. Getting back to the bandit love, right? Y'all niggas want to feel sorry for MJ, man. Feel sorry for her, man. You know, she put on a good act, but I still think it's a play, man. I don't think it's really for real like that. I think her being heartbroken, you know what I mean, her being her feelings is for real, but I don't think she's done because you got these type of women who are alpha acting. They tough, talk that tough shit. They not gonna just lose to no other woman like that. So if she's saying that this gently chick is with Daryl, nigga, she not gonna lose like that when she was there first. And that's another curse of so-called main women. The main wife, the main girlfriend. It's like when you know your nigga got a bunch of hoes around him, bro, you not gonna leave that spot no time soon. You're not gonna leave because people telling you to leave or because it's the right thing to do when you know women have been sitting around waiting for your spot, and yet what you not willing to put up with, they'll put up with the shit. So it'll make you reevaluate your position and say, well, goddamn, are my standards too fucking high, nigga? Because if they'll put up with that, and they might look a little better than me, or they might be a little younger and all that, if they'll put up with this type of shit, who am I to not put up with this shit? And then, bam, there you go, you right back over there. So, nigga, I expect for MJ might still be trying to fuck with Daryl low key. They gonna still fuck around, man. They not done. This relationship shit is gonna be just content. That's the new content. It's not gender warring as much. It's folks meeting up, hooking up, fucking, sucking, going through a little whatever relationship, situationship, and all that kind of shit. And then when the shit goes sour, they getting on this whole going live, exposing and all of those shit, right? So that's the new content. Melanated vessel, no good and well, I'm saying it's true, right? When you already had that #1 spot and your ass know it's other women who are willing to, who's waiting for your spot, waiting for you to either fuck up or for you to get fed up and had enough and all that shit, they gonna take it like how Gently took the spot because MJ acting like she was done. MJ not gonna let that shit rock, nigga, in my opinion. I don't feel MJ, with her ego, the way she act, the way she move, she not gonna take no L to no Gently. And she ain't gonna let Daryl give her a fucking L like that. Maybe she go back, get him locked the fuck up, then maybe she'll go away then. But then right now, while it's still fresh, because she couldn't get off the fact that Gently and Daryl was together. So she fucked up about that. So now she gonna sit and say, you know what? Is what he was doing, was it really all that bad? Because why these other hoes are still fucking with him? Why they still fucking with him? It's like, I can't get rid of these other hoes, man, because it's gonna be some bitch still trying to fuck with him. And when you know women, right? When you know women, you know that women's job, right, before they fully leave Melanated Vessel, you know that they mission is to make sure that they deprive a nigga from all what he have, right? Like from his money, you know, leave that nigga destitute like a motherfucker, his hoes, his goddamn sources of income, you know, his life before she can leave, because it's gonna make sense when she leave. It ain't gonna make no goddamn sense for her to leave when he can still recover after her leaving, because it's gonna take away, it's gonna defeat the purpose for why she had to leave. Because her mindset is, you can't do shit without her. She's the reason why you're on your feet. She's the reason why you got this and got that. That's how MJ was playing it from what I'm seeing on her live stream. Is trying to let Daryl know that he can't survive without her by giving all the goddamn money and giving all her goddamn body, her time and all those shit, to where now he not supposed to be able to recover when she leave. But now he's starting to still recover. He got women still willing to goddamn be on his goddamn team. And she's like, oh, hell the fuck no. And Melanated Vessel know good and well that she's not leaving no nigga neither if she see that he got 3-4 other women he can go to, 3-4 other sources of income he can goddamn get, and he's gonna be better off without her? When she's already made in her mind that he ain't gonna be shit without her, and he's proving her otherwise, nigga. Say, do most men like being kicked in the testicles? Man, I don't know why they asking me. Why they asking stupid? The most girl like being grabbed by her nut. I heard Rudy Zesty shoot his tank. I don't know, man. They say everybody's zesty on this hoe, man. Hey, listen, dog, I don't think MJ is done. She ain't for take no L to no fucking Gently, man. Not to no Gently, not to no Daryl. They can't be the ones giving no L. She think too high to herself. She think too high herself, man, to actually lose to somebody or some people who she feels beneath them, man, or beneath her. Ego. Melanated Vessels, ego. Y'all not leaving. If y'all nigga can recover without you, y'all not gonna go nowhere. Melanated Vessel. You sure ain't gonna let no other woman win? You ain't gonna let no other woman win, dog, when she been there waiting to take your spot and you had the spot? Even if you don't even want the nigga per se, it's the fact that that nigga have done a good job facilitating you, pitting you against other women, and had you having a fucking on a pedestal, had you outranking, right, other women, had other women bowing down to you, and you love that little power you was getting, even though this nigga is full of shit. He did the job, right? He got you in competition with other women to where this is what the hell you've been waiting for any goddamn way, to show how much you a bad bitch your goddamn self and how these hoes can't fuck with you and all that other shit. That's what y'all be doing, right? Listen, y'all be wanting to stun on other women anyway by letting other women know, nigga, you can't fuck with me, bitch. I'm that bitch, right? So a nigga facilitate that shit for you to prove that you that bitch to other bitches, and your ass ain't gonna just up and just leave that shit because you mature and because you a real woman, because you a grown woman. All women of all ages, right? This is one thing about women, right? Females. Every age group involve themselves in mess, gossip, drama, and every age group is in competition with other females. No matter how old you are, if somebody can make it to where you compete when it comes to looks, the quality of woman you are, your hair, your outfit, it's like everything women be doing is to show other women that they can't fuck with them. And a nigga made it to where MJ, Daryl done made it to where MJ now is about to show other women that they can't fuck with her. That's it. She might actually be done with Daryl, but for the fact that Daryl have done a good job, he done played his part. I don't play triangulation games. I'm more aware of those overused. They're aware, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of like when a man, listen, Melanated Vessel, let me show you something, sweetheart. This is what I do know. I want you to feel me on this one, right? Straight up. It don't matter how old you get, man. When it come down to competition over certain things that you think is worth it, your ass is gonna fucking step up. You not gonna run from it. In the case of a grown man, right? I'm 38. Do you believe, Melanated Vessel, that a man in his 50s wouldn't compete with me in a particular game, right? Where the prize is like $1 million, or let's say $5 million. You think a 55-year-old nigga wouldn't get out there with me to compete with for this $5 million? Because he's grown, because he's older than me? Look at what at stake. At stake is $5 million is at stake. He gonna compete. He'll compete with a 20-something-year-old nigga for that $5 million. When it come to women are gonna compete for a certain lifestyle, looks, for certain accessories, for certain things that make a woman a woman. You're not gonna let even a younger woman try to act like she finna show you up. That's why you got the rookie and you got the vet. You got the novice and you got the master in the game. Even you, Melanated Vessel, if a younger woman, 20-something-year-old, man, try to step at you like she's a bad bitch, I can promise you, You'll strut on that bitch, man. You'll strut on her ass, man. You'll fuck around. If she get you fucked up enough, you'll fuck around and be like, hold on, hold the fuck up, hold the fuck up, hold the fuck up. You'll go look at some pictures when you was young and be like, oh no, 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 no. They don't know. Hold on. And you might go a whole year of just getting yourself back in good shape. If you're not already in shape. I'm not saying you're not in shape. I don't know. I'm saying you'll fuck around and be like, oh no, this bitch got me, these little young bitches got me fucked up. We talking about your nieces, your goddamn, your daughter's ages, your goddamn young girls who just trying you like as if you ain't got it, man. Hey, man, you better look at on Instagram, look at them 50-year-old women, bad than a motherfucker. Mama Mitch and all them, man. Country Wayne, them, the women be on Country Wayne, them shit. Rolanda Rochelle and shit. Women, they 50s, bad. A young bitch got them fucked up. And you can say, oh, they older, but still, if a young bitch try them women be in the gym in their 50s, tough. They ain't letting a young woman get by them on that, on some, I'm grown, I'm too grown for this shit. Yeah, you grown, but if a young motherfucker play with you a certain way, your ass gonna go. In the case of an MJ, MJ trying to let everybody know she's a bad motherfucking bitch. She know how to fight for a nigga. She know how to fight other hoes. She know how to goddamn, these women that made it to where, they done poked the bear. They got you ready to go. You wasn't worried about nothing. You was trying to be a grandmother. You was trying to focus on yourself. You wasn't worried. A motherfucker tried you. And that's all you've been waiting for, dog. It's like, all right, motherfucker tried me, man. No different if a motherfucker tried you and put their hands on you and you fuck around, jump on their ass, and it take you back to when you were young and you ain't had a fight in 20 years, but a motherfucker know you still got it in you. What is you saying? You too old for these tactics. Nah, man, motherfuckers be playing with you. None of the vessels, I know you ain't gonna let nobody put their hands on you. You'll jump on the table and you'll shut this shit down, man. It'll be reminiscent of when you was 21, 22, and you getting out there, 16, 17, you fighting. Listen, let a motherfucker try you right now and see if you won't fight. What are we saying? You ain't grown. You ain't that old to fight. The hell you mean? A 30-something-year-old nigga try to fight you, man, you gonna fight. MJ fighting. And her and Jenny about the same age. They both in their 40s. And they look alike. Like I told her in the chat, I said, man, you and fucking Jenny look alike in the face, bro. Y'all look just alike. To me, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Y'all look just alike. You just thicker, she's just skinnier, right? Y'all look like y'all could be sisters, man. Y'all look just a motherfucking like me. You got folks saying, nah, they don't look alike. I don't see it. Man, y'all blind. Look at them too, man. It's the same type. That's what I mean by look alike. Y'all resemble. It makes sense why Daryl will go from you to her. It makes sense. Or he'll fuck around, go from her to you. He'll go back between both of y'all, man. Y'all look alike, man. That's all. Y'all look alike. Yo. You sure don't want nobody who look like you playing with you, bro. Like, oh, hell nah, man. I might feel some type of way, right? If I'm dealing with a woman and she deal with a nigga who look like, kind of like me and shit. And folks be like, bro, that nigga look like, yeah, y'all look alike, bro. Like, if I say that shit, that might provoke something in, or invoke something in me too. I'm like, nigga, hell nah, this motherfucker, that nigga do kind of look like me, man. Like, he do got like my look. Oh nah, this bitch got me fucked up. Yeah, man, that's what happened. These situations, man, y'all listen, man. Listen. I know what I'm saying is true. You ain't never too old to get out there, man. You're not. I'm trying to debate, man. Do I want to go inside and get a Subway sandwich, melanated vessel? Or do I want to go to sleep on an empty stomach? Because I was just inside. I took a shower earlier, and I was like, it was like 12. And I'm like, man, I had to get a sandwich. I'm like, I feel full because I ate some oatmeal earlier, right? But as I'm on the live right now, and my stomach's kind of growling, I'm thinking, do I want to go in that bitch and get a foot-long on the Italian herbs and cheese bread, man, with some tuna, and get that bitch toasted with some pepper jack cheese, with some guacamole on there, a little mayonnaise, a little roasted garlic aioli, some tomatoes, some red onions, some black olives. Some jalapeno peppers, nigga. I'm trying to see, man, do I need to go in this motherfucker, man, and get me something to eat, dog? Because I'm thinking about stomach growling, nigga. And I'm like, I ate something around 9, 10 o'clock, man. Then I worked out. I think that workout got me fucking hungry, dog. Do I want to go in there, motherfucker, and get that tuna, get the extra tuna on top of that hoe, too, man? That hoe got to be toasted. Melted cheese, man. Put the guacamole spread with this extra. Hey, red onions, tomatoes, jalapeno peppers, black olives. Put some a little light mayo and a roasted aioli, and cut that bitch in half and give me some jalapeno chips and goddamn maybe a Powerade, nigga. I don't want no cookies, dog. So I'm on the road, man. I can't home cooked meal. Shit. I don't know if they got no home cooked meals out here in Minnesota. They don't have home cooked meals out here. You see what I'm saying? Iowa and shit. Nigga, shit. South Dakota. Fly Girl Cow, what's up with you? How you doing? How's the family, man? You know? What y'all been up to? When are black women gonna outgrow the bandit ass nigga, right? The nigga who they was raised up to love, learn to love, man. They love, and they always want to be there for. When y'all gonna grow up and say, you know what, man, I'm good on that shit, man. I'm not a fat food person. I look like that Subway be hitting, dog, at these truck stops, man. That's not like they got that Chester's chicken in that bitch. I don't like. I mean, Chester's chicken is good, but I don't want to eat no fried right now. But that Subway sandwich can go right now, dog. I'm straight, Fly Girl Cow. Appreciate you for asking. See, what's so cold-blooded, man. I was out there in New York State, right? Like between Buffalo, heading towards Rochester. Or, you know, I was heading towards Syracuse and shit, right? But, you know, them truck stops out there on the road, it's like it's a rest area, right? But it's called Apple Green. And you can go in there and they got Panera Bread, they got Popeyes, they got, you know, Burger King, they got a store, they got, you know, it's nice in there, dog, but New York is the only place I've seen where they had the Chick-fil-A's inside that whole thing. And I'm like, oh, hell no. And man, me driving back from Syracuse going toward Buffalo, I had to pass the motherfuckers. I was full. Because on the other side, they don't have it. But going westbound on Interstate 90, they got them hoes. And I'm like, man, I'm full, dog. So it's two of them had the Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, nigga, how in the fuck, nigga? Because it's kind of hard to get to these Chick-fil-A's unless you know, you can run to a good Walmart parking lot. And if a Chick-fil-A across the street or in the same parking lot. But they, you know, they got these Panda Expresses and shit in these truck areas and shit like that, right? But the Chick-fil-A's, man, it's kind of hard to come by. So when you come by one, I just didn't want to waste no money and just get it and not be able to eat it because I was full. I'm like, man, hell no. Nah. Tisha Campbell, Dwayne Martin. What you talking about? Tisha telling all now right? She used to prayers. I mean. See, what's going on with the relationship though? Melanie Vessel. Why in 2024 is like, what's about 24? 2024. They had the lunar eclipse earlier. What was that, May? May 8th? What's going on with relationships, man? It's like, you got that dude was talking about Dwayne Martin was fucking with Will and shit. Man, come on, man. That's what I'm saying, though, man. Y'all, this is crazy, man. Niggas be playing all kind of games and shit, dog, in Hollywood, man. They be trying to act like they married and got wives and children and shit, man. Y'all niggas be fucking niggas in the ass and getting fucked in the ass. Like, it's just, that's just the sexual universe of the rich, man. And I'm like, man, is being rich worth it? Because I know it's some good rich people, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, though. Niggas starting to think that in order for you to be rich and you have access to certain things that you didn't have when you was broke and poor, it's like you gonna be introduced to shit that you just never thought you would be introduced to because you didn't have the money to be introduced to this shit. And now you find yourself just being jaded to shit that normally would turn your stomach, and now you just going along with certain things. Either you watching it or you around it, and eventually you around it long enough, you're gonna participate in the shit. I've always said, man, I don't ever want to hop on drugs, man. Like, if I get rich, if I ever were to become rich, I just pray, because I'm not on drugs, man. I don't even smoke weed like that. I don't really drink like that, right? But I don't mind smoking weed. I don't mind drinking every now and then. But I just always told my daddy, because the fact that he sold dope, I said I would never touch dope, man, out of respect, because he never wanted us to do the shit. I just don't want to feel too fucking numb and jaded to a rich lifestyle to where now I'm snorting coke. Like, it ain't shit. Like, the first hit, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden I'm just hitting coke every now and then. I don't want to hit coke, man, in life. I really don't. I don't want to even though it can be so accessible to me, I still want to say, all right, going back to my broke years, broke Russell. You know what I mean? Everyday working Russell, right? You say you never hit that coke, nigga. I don't want to hit that coke, man. I don't want to pop them pills like that. I don't really want to do no shit like that. I don't feel the need to do it. Like, even if it give you a certain ecstasy type of feeling, make you better than bed and all that kind of shit, nigga, I'll just work out, man. If it's to the point where if nigga gotta take some kind of dick pill, man, which I don't feel the need to take now because I'm not sick. Thank the Lord I'm not sick. And I don't think men who are pretty much healthy or pretty much, you know, who don't have certain illnesses is suffering from erectile dysfunction like that. I think it's the guys who got diabetes and cancer and all that kind of shit. But I think the guy who works out, and if he can be 40 years old and still in pretty good shape, his dick can still get hard. So I don't want to have to take no coke or no pills to really, really give some good dick, man. So I don't want that to be the reason why now I'm hitting the coke now. Because it's a coke head chick who I'm fucking with, who I have access to, don't mind hitting it, and she got me hitting the motherfucker. And I'm snorting out this motherfucking bitch stomach, or snorting off her ass cheek, nigga. I'm just going to work, nigga. I don't want to, I'll bite a booty cheek, nigga. I don't want to snort no coke off a booty cheek, man. I'ma chill, my nigga. I don't want a motherfucking be no dope fiend ass nigga, bro. I'm straight. I need to go in and get this motherfucking sandwich, though, dog. I do, man, because my stomach flat, empty than a motherfucker right now, dog. And I'm trying to see what's in this fridge. I got nothing but this liquids in the refrigerator, man. I ain't got no food other than some waffles and pancakes in the freezer. I don't want to eat no waffles and pancakes right now, dog. I done ate that shit. And speaking of waffles on Melanated Vessel, you go to Walmart, right, and get that organic syrup. Shit like $7, and the big one like $15, man. Hey, that shit worth it, man. It come in a glass bottle. Get you fuck that bullshit syrup. Get that syrup for $7 in a glass bottle. It's that great value. It's pure organic maple syrup. That shit been like the best. It's been the best I've ever tasted, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. That other shit don't compare. That other syrup don't compare to that organic, that real raw maple. That shit costs $15 for the big one. I'm gonna get that big one next time I go, and it's $7 for the smaller one. And you got other syrups on the side, like bourbon type of syrup. I'm gonna try all this shit. All that shit costs like $9. I'm gonna try this shit. I'm just gonna pick it up and say, let me see what this shit look like, man. Fuck the Aunt Jemima syrup, nigga. Miss Buttersworth. Fuck all that $3 ass, $2, $3. Fuck all that, man. I'm good, nigga. Yeah, I'm high off life. I don't want to get high off no coke though, man, because I can see if I have a bunch of money, that probably would be a challenge for me, man. Do I want to just try coke? And I don't want to try coke, bro. But that would be like, besides weed, I would never do heroin. I would never do crack. But if that coke is the rich man's drug, if it's like a drug that, you see all the people in the movies and shit, all the drug dealers, all the gangsters, all the people who got bread, they just hit that little coke, man. It's like, that's been something I always question. Would I ever try cocaine? I don't want to do cocaine. I don't want to do cocaine, man. You see these niggas be doing like it ain't shit, though. Feeling rich. I don't want coke in my system, y'all. Hey, I'm telling y'all this shit right now, man. If I get a bunch of money, man, I don't want coke in my system. I don't want to be buying pussy. I want y'all to pray for me. Pray for me real quick on Melanated Vessel, man. Just send your prayers, man. And if I become a rich guy, you see what I'm saying? To where money's not a problem. Like, it's getting to the point now where money's not an issue. That's why I can just be giving everybody cash apps like it ain't nothing. You gonna fucking make me give you a cash app right now, man? Let me see something, man. Sugar Bump say she ain't want a cash app from a nigga though, so she don't, she don't get money from niggas who ain't her nigga or whatever the fuck she was saying. That's all right, man. I don't want to be buying no pussy. Now, don't get me wrong, though, Melanated Vessel. If I'm a rich nigga, and if I'm around women and it's just they job, right? But they not on a track. They escort. They profession, but they still professional women in other ways, right? But yet if they go, it's a price. And if it's business though, if it's transactional, if it's money, or if they want a $2,000 bag or whatnot, and they exchange that for that, if that's just what they do. But they also could be lawyers and shit, doctors. They also could be, hairstylists, owners, business owners, or other things. They got other things that they do. But they'll come up off of it for that. I'm not tripping on that. I'll break bread in that regard, though. I'm not tripping. If you going for a bag, nigga, all right, then go for a bag then. But I'm not trying to be a nigga out here, fucking off money like that, man. I'm just saying, though. If I go inside and get this goddamn sandwich, dog, I gotta go get it, man, because even if I don't eat that motherfucker, I'm just gonna get it. I'm gone, man.